beautiful soul. Welcome to, how can I call this? The damage I've done in the year 2022. Let's call it like that. And this isn't the only thing. So there is more behind me. So, this is the yearly thing we do where we are going to look back at the year 2022 and be like, what have I purchased? What have I purchased? Because sometimes you kind of like forget that you have purchased something and then you put it all together and you see the damage. So if you are in with me to take a look at my 2022 deck collection, stick around with me. But before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Noraima from the Phoenix Star. If you are new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm thankful you found me. If you like the vibration, don't forget then to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And if you are already part of the fam, the growing tribe, hey, love. Thankful that you're back again, fam. I must say, this channel, normally we do picker cards and readings and horoscopes and monthlies and stuff. But once a year, I will do or another thing, like doing an 18 plus reading. But I already did that this year, 2022. So this year will be a new one. And at the end of the year or in the beginning of the new year, I will show you all the decks that I have purchased in that kind of a way. So stick around with me, as already said. Timestamps down below for everything. Now let's go. Let's begin. Let's start. Let's see this situation. So let's hang, let's chill. That is what I want to say. Okay, let's go. So for the first deck, okay, it's not in the correct order because I don't even know more when I purchased this one, but it was in the year 2022. So yeah, we have the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson and illustration by Julie Dillon. Love it. It's an old one. It's an old one, but you know, I saw it, I love it, I purchased it. Kind of a situation. The only downfall about this situation is this big box. I mean, I don't have room for all the decks that I've purchased, and it isn't such a big deal, but I'm a person, I leave my cards in the box. So I prefer to leave them in the box. And this box is kind of like too big and it's magnetic. So and the cards, it's like this, the cards is then in here. Now the book is somewhere there. Somewhere there, you know, the book is beautiful, big pictures, big illustration, beautiful book. As some of you know, you will hear me say often, I do not read the guidebooks, okay? Because I do not read the guidebooks. Sometimes I will just read one page or two or three, but then I'll be like, okay, beautiful, nice, I love it, okay, bye. So I cannot give you an honest opinion about the guidebooks because, hey, I don't read the guidebooks, but I can tell you the guidebook is beautiful with beautiful pictures in it. Like really what you see is what you get. Like this is the picture, you will see this picture in a big format and they will tell you a story about it. Now, when it comes to the cards, I love it. It's kind of like pretty thin, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it because it's shuffled well. So yeah, I don't mind it, and I don't do the what I wish I could, but yeah, in my mind, my cards is telling me don't do that, so I will not do that. So yeah, for the cards, beautiful cards, a little bit, not so much. You can see a little bit of sheen of a gloss. So as some of you know, I do not go through all the cards. I'm just telling you my experience with the cards and how I read with the cards. But if you want to look at a full flip through, there are lots of them on YouTube. So just Google, press this name on YouTube and you will see then all the cards. Now what I like about this deck is they have different, even though it's on the water, they have different kind of underwater themes. For example, the fire signs, it's like the volcano, you know, you will see then all the red of a volcano underneath the water kind of a situation. And then the pentacles is kind of like a swamp idea, so it's then more earthly, and then the source has it more as a ice, so in more in winter time. So it's very beautiful. And then the water sign is just underneath in the water, you know. So yeah, it's a beautiful deck. I thought that because it's all water that I will feel the type of way. I do also have another, because this is the second deck that I have that it's water theme. I do have an indie deck that is all water theme. What was his name? I don't know the name anymore. But they don't you cannot have it anymore, so I will not even mention it. But if you are curious which one I mean, check out, I will link the other deck collection that I have so you guys can see it, can check them out. Then you have a whole idea of what kind of decks I have. But yeah, I love it. Even though it's on the water, I thought I'd be like, and mermaids, but no, it's kind of a deep, yeah. Look at the devil. I mean, you can see more and go in on more kind of a way. So it is okay. I like decks that can really change things up. Like this doesn't look like the normal Rider-Waite, but you can see like she is trapped. But why are you trapped if you can lift the first of all, the lock is open, and then underneath her, if she pulls the cage up, she can get out of it. But why do you want to remain there? Where are you focused? At the gold, at the things, you know, instead of being smart and get out of there, you know. It can go very deep. So I really like and love this deck because it can really go very deep. And the thing is, if you spread them out, they tell another story. Like for example, the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. And if you like to read the guidebook, you'll be like, oh, it has more of a deeper meaning. And now the reason why I don't like to read the guidebooks is because I want to use my own intuition first before I'm being influenced by another person's way of seeing the cards. Not to say that I will never read the guidebook, but for now, I prefer to first use the things that I see. For example, if I get new deck, I will only look at it like this, go through it like this, and then I will put it aside. And when I read with them and a card fall out, then I will really go in on the card and see the things that's calling me, you know. So yeah, it makes it more excited and also different every time. Instead of seeing directly, I don't know how to explain, but you know what I mean. Like for example, look at this beautiful death card. Like it speaks, it says so a lot. Like what's above is going to be handled above, what's below is going to be handled below. There is things that like really, but the damage is in between. If you look at it, like the bird belongs in the air and the human belongs also with the air element, you know, otherwise we cannot breathe. But what's for the water element belongs down, you know. So it's kind of like, oh, I love it, you know. Everything goes back to place, but first we need to clean out the in-between. There must come an end to the in-between so that everything can go back to its place or renew itself kind of a way. I love it. I love it. So yeah, that's the oh, doesn't it look like the mermaid, like a Ariel, doesn't it? So yeah, let's take a look. Let's go for the next deck. Let me know, do you have this deck actually? Let me know, do you have this deck? Or, oh, I forgot to tell you, this is the back, and you can also turn it around, and there are no edges. Okay, yeah, not gilded is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let me know, do you have this deck, or do you want to purchase this deck? Does it awaken your interest? And me saying purchase this deck, please honey, the decks that you see that I have, okay, I do not buy myself expensive shoes. I know what I do with my money. Okay, so please do not see my decks and be like, oh, I need that, otherwise I cannot be a great reader. Or I need it because I like mermaids. Okay, whatever deck you see right now, you don't need it. Okay, you don't need to be like, oh, I must have. You need it if you can have it, if you can purchase it, you know, if you can yet still eat, pay your bills, and then buy stuff. Okay, so don't go buy things that you don't need, is what I'm trying to say. Like, really, my expenses goes on the things I like. So if you see I have too much and you go count up money that I spent, you be like, friend, honey, friend, no friend, okay? Friend knows what she doing. So really know also for you what you are doing when it comes to your coins, okay? Because I don't want nobody here to purchase things that they don't need. Let's continue being smart. So for another tarot, now you be like, Noraima, normally you will spend it out on the back, but I don't know why. Ask my cards. I wanted to fan them like this, but they be like, no, they didn't want to do. So then I turned them around and they did it perfectly. So I'll be like, honey, guess you decide. But this tarot deck calls the Secret Sisterhood Tarot, deck and guidebook for fierce woman, created by Child, read it yourself. I mean, Ashwani Dubari, illustrated by Connie Kuri. I do believe. If I have butchered your name, love, I love your deck though. Okay. So this is the back, actually. This is the back. And it is reversible. So that's the back. No, it's not gilded. No gilded edges. And it's all female in the deck. And funny enough, the kings, they are kind of like always looking at the back, I believe. Now, this is another deck that is come with a big box, okay? And as I mentioned, I do not like to put my decks in a bag, but some of them are in a bag, like the Mermaid Tarot is in the bag. But I do not have lots of bags, and I do not have lots of space to put them in a bag somewhere where I normally put them. So this one is in the box, and because it's in the box, and it's because my closet is like this, and all the big ones is like underneath, and because it's in the box underneath, this is how the box looks like. Guess what? You will not see them often, didn't you? You did not see them often because Noraima here puts them then in the box, put them down below, and if I'm feeling drawn, pulled by a certain deck, then I will grab it. But if you have, I focus mainly on where all my tarot cards are. So this is my tarot where I put all my tarots, and then here is all my oracle, and then down here are the big boxes with oracle. And guess what? I have put this one also there because I didn't have more space for this part. So that is why you don't see this deck often. I'm sorry, but it's a great fun deck. This is the guidebook. Now, Beautiful guidebook. I cannot tell you much about it. If you know, you know. She don't read the guidebook, but it's a beautiful with color guidebook. Oh, you also have spread that you can use. So this is how it looks like, the guidebook. Yeah, like so. It's beautiful. So let's talk about the cards. Oh, let me put it like this. They have a type of a beautiful color with them, the black, and it's kind of like yellowish brown. It's giving me a kind of a yellow bread, like, you know, those coffee bread they call it. I don't know, but it reminds me of that. So that kind of a color. So when it comes to the deck, oh, look at that. This reminds me of my culture. I'm from the Caribbean, ladies and gentlemen. So it reminds me of the Caribbean. It's a beautiful deck. The cards, it's kind of, the cards are good. It's okay. It's thicker than the Mermaid, but I love it. No gloss. If you look at it, like, it doesn't sheen as much. So that's beautiful when you work on it on camera. So it's a beautiful deck, but I cannot tell you much about it because I didn't use it as often. But when I use it, I loved it. I love it when they are at the back because you cannot really tell if this is a man or a woman, but you know it is a woman. I heard dyke. I'm sorry, I'm not offending you, my love, because it's an all-woman tarot deck. So yeah, and I love it, the difference of body type in this. Oh, YouTube guideline, so skip that one. I love the different body type in the tarot, and also there is lots of modern things, like you see this, for example, like she has lost a leg, but you see it with I don't know how it's called in English, but I don't know how it's called, so I will not try to say it, but you know what I mean. So it's beautiful deck. I love it. Also very chic kind of a situation. Yeah, I don't know more to say. I wish I have used it more often, because once I have it in my hand, like, then I'll be like, man, I should have used it more often. So I'm gonna put you somewhere above. I do think I'm gonna put this one in a bag also, and put them above, because otherwise I will not use them. And you know, even in a bag, I will not use them because I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a bag, and it's like I know which 4 is in the bag, but it's in the bag. I don't know why, but I do use it more often than if it's in the box down below. So yeah, but yeah, this is then the Secret Sisterhood Tarot. Like, do you have a deck that's all women or all men? I do believe they have a deck that is all men. Like, if you are a male and you look at this, would you mind purchase a deck that is all women? Was that actually my beach? Yes. Oh no, this is a king. You see, the king is always with the back. I thought it was my Queen of Swords, yeah. So you see, like a female in a wheelchair. I love this. They done a great job with different nationality, different backgrounds, different body types, different everything. So in that way, I love this deck. Different ages also. I really love it. I really do. So I will do my best to put it up so I can use it more often. So let me know, what did you think of this deck? Do you have it or do you want to purchase it? As I said, disclaimer, you don't have to purchase nothing if you don't have the coin for it. Okay, let's be smart. Let's be smart, people. So yeah, let's go to another one. So another one, big Big box. The In-Between Tarot. This one is by, let's see, E9 Wharton, Franco Rivoli, Exploring the... Honey, why you guys name so difficult? And they say my name is difficult. I mean, like, why? Is it a J? Janine Warren? Is it? I think it's the letters that's making me confused. Janine Warrington, and Franco Rivoli. Honey, that one. I do think it's Janine. And the thing is, I have to say it in English instead of in Dutch. So this is the back. And this is then... So it is reversible, like so. It's no edges, not gilded, nothing like that. Just white. The In-Between. Oh, let's talk about the book. This is then, if you open it, like so, this is how it looks like. Well, for the book, if you yes, I did not read the book, and you know it, okay? So I don't have to. Yes, for some I do have to continue saying it, but you know, once you see the book, you know what's coming out of my mouth. I did not read the book, okay? So this is the book, and it's beautiful, actually. Me try to tell you I read it. Like, no, I did not. But, you know, I do read 1 or 2 pages, you know. So, what is this? Use numerology. Oh, that's cute. Child, how to tell you don't read the guidebook? Tell me you don't read the guidebook without telling me you don't read the guidebook. Oh, that's cute. Let me know. Do you guys also read the guidebook? Yes or no? Let me know. And I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this. It's kind of a cute. I don't know what it is, but something with numerology. I will try to use it. Numerology aspect. If I can use it in a reading, I will. So let me know if you want me to use it in a reading, then we will use it in a reading. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we will figure it out together. So yeah, this is how the book looks like. You have full picture of the cards, and the beauty of it is because it is this the higher canon, you have a full picture, but now seeing the little arcana, you don't have it. Okay, you guys, how to look like you do something what you don't do, like, really. But okay, back to it. Okay, so it's kind of in handy because these cards are not the same as the normal Rider-Waite. It's the in-between story of going from this to that. So the star, for example, is going to the moon, so you will see the star and the moon, and then here you can read the setting scene, the symbology within the cards, and the in-between concept. And here you have some keywords and stuff. So yeah, so the thing is, let me tell you, I say I don't read the guidebook, but if there comes a day that we like, let me change my perspective and see how other people see it, I will read the guidebook, you know? I'll be like, but I did not know. It's not the day yet, okay? It isn't the day yet for none of the guidebook. So, but yeah, and then the little arcana, it's kind of like telling the story of how this situation is going on. And that's the thing, because if you lay down the cards, it's kind of like tell a whole story of how things unfold. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way of creating a deck. This deck is, I love it. If you are intuitive, you will love this deck because it's you have to use your intuition. You have to really go in. You have to really kind of like listen and being guided on what your guides, your spiritual team is pointing you towards. For example, you have the Ace of Wands. Now you have the Ace of Wands here, but then she have a fireball here. Like, okay, like this one isn't on. Is this on? I mean, and you are going to the Two of Wands. So it's kind of like, is this two? So you really have to use your intuition. And this one is lighting this torch of the Ace of Wands. Like, you see that? So it's kind of like you need to, it's going in circle. So the Ace of, this is the Ace now, and this is the 10. So it's like, it's lighting it up. So I love it though, because the 10 is going to this Ace, and now this one is on and that one isn't on. You see? So it's not like the normal Rider-Waite. So it's very, if you are used to how to see the images and you see this, you'll be like, what had happened? Why is it like this? But then you have to use your intuition. I have never had this King of Swords. And that's the thing. As I said to another pal, like I always look at the cards just one time, and when I am shuffling or reading, then if the cards fall, I will focus on them more. And now seeing the King of Swords, I'll be like, honey, what had happened? Didn't you have food? What? Why are you so skinny though? I'll be like, is this the husband of my beach? Because you know the Queen of Swords is my beach, yeah. But what had happened to you, sir? Please help me, help you, help me. What? But okay, so here the 9 of Swords going to the 10 of Swords. Now the 9 of Swords, you see the person sleeping, right? And now the 10 of Swords, you see somebody that is laying down and bleeding because they have with knives in their back. Now here you be like, so that's that son of a. So that's the son of a that did it. You know, because you are seeing now a person that is going to stab the person in the back while that person is at rest, while that person isn't focused. Like, you know what is a coward movement? Stabbing somebody in the back. And not only that, when they are not paying attention, you know? So it's the 9 of Swords going to the 10. I really like this card. I find it beautiful. So the 5 going to the 6. So you really, I like, this is the Wheel of Fortune going to Justice card. So it's like a path, a thing that happened, and then the result is coming next, you know? I like this one also. You be like, Noraima, you like them all? Yes, I do. Look at that, the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is going to the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is my cheating, conniving thief card, right? Like, this man is sneaking himself away from people that will kind of like are like, but who is at fault here? Who is at fault? And then you have to look, for example, like if I put a card like this, and so then, and you see this one in between, you'll be like, okay, so here you have a group of people, the Justice card going to the Hanged Man, a group of people grabbing, I don't know if you guys can see, they have that man in their arms and be like, okay, we are going to bring you to the tree and we are going to hang you, not by the neck, but by the foot, for you to think, because it's going to the Hanged Man. And Justice card be like, yes, you need that. You need that so you have some enlightenment of the things that you have done. Think of prison, kind of a situation. So, but then that's a group of people. But what had happened? What had happened that now the 6 of Swords, you moving forward and people are looking for you? What had happened? What had happened? Let me know. Then you have the 2 of Coins going to the 3 of Coins. What had happened? Because you are moving away. Maybe you should have been hanged. Why am I giving you a reading right now? Because the Wheel is going to Justice and now we have Justice. Maybe, okay, maybe, yes, you should have been hanged and leave that place, because where you were at, people wasn't collaborating with you. They were forcing you to do something that you didn't want to do. Honey, you see how this all works out? I mean, yes, because it's not willingly. Does this look willingly? I will hang myself and think about the thing that I should do. No, you guys are following me. So I have to sneak away in the darkness so I can find people that will work nicely with me. Hello, why am I giving you a whole reading at this moment? So that is the reason I like these cards. So they are different and I love it. So yeah, that is why. So yeah, back to you. Yeah, let's go. Would you like this type of readings? You know, what do you like? What do you prefer? If you have a tarot deck, can you handle such a tarot that is not as the normal Rider Waite, but that you really kind of like have to see the story unfold at the moment you lay cards? Because I love that. I love busy decks, and I love decks that makes me need to listen to my guys, my spiritual team, where they're pointing me at, kind of a situation. So what do you like? You know, there is no wrong or right way to do this. It's more like you can kind of like start somewhere, or what works for you. Because let me tell you something, I can use lots of decks and stuff, but some doesn't work for me. There was one that I was like, I have lots that works for me, but I cannot even think of it anymore. But I do have a deck. It's often oracle cards. Yes, it's not tarot. It's often oracle cards that I'll be like, doesn't work for me, you know, doesn't work for me. So yeah, let me know what works for you and what not. Let's communicate like that. I love the communication. Not only that, it will help my YouTube channel out, but I love the communication just to love the communication, because it's kind of giving me also how you guys view the situation and if it works for you, yes or no. Let me know also if you would like to have a reading with this deck and what type of reading, because hey, give me advice or something, because, you know, otherwise, I don't know. I have to come up with something and you'll be like, I did not want to have a love reading, Noraima. And here I am doing a love reading so you can see the cards. Like, so tell me what kind of a topic you would like and if you would like to see it with this deck. So let's go. So, a small deck. A small deck. I will not complain about this one, but I do not like, yes, you see, I started good. I like a small box, but I do not like this type of box, because in the long time, they will kind of come to look like, not like this anymore. I wanted to show you one, but the oldest deck that I have, like the Rider Waite, it doesn't look like this anymore, honey. It's done. So yeah, so I do like this. I do like the small boxes, but not the full boxes. But that's the only complaint I have when it comes to the boxes. The big one, I do think that if I have a space and I see the big one in a different place, that I will use them more often. I like all of the boxes, but it's just my own inconvenience is the reason why I complain about it. That's it. My own inconvenience. That's the reason people complain, you know? People don't complain because something isn't working unless something isn't working. It isn't working, but hey, it's okay. It is working, but it's not working perfectly. Kind of a situation for me. Now, this is the back. And they are reversible, and they have no white edges. You can say white, they are white, okay? This is the Paulina Tarot by Paulina Fae. And may I say, love it. I just said to the other pals, if you were there, they, you know, I like busy decks. I like busy decks because they kind of like pull you somewhere and where you need to focus and you will get another message kind of a situation. The Paulina Tarot has that kind of effect also. The Paulina Tarot is, you can kind of see the Rider-Waite in it, but not everybody can work with it. Ace of Swords, because it's very busy, you know, but I love it. I love it. If you look at the cards like this, and it can be too much for some people, like, okay, where do I focus on? What is happening? Like, this is the lovers, okay, it's the lovers, you know, but okay, the Five of Wands, they are fighting kind of a situation, but around it all, so much is happening that you really need to focus kind of a way. But for me, I love it. I love it because it's giving you a like, you can read it today like this, and then the next day you will be focused on another thing on the cards, and then it's a totally different story. You know, it's not like if you are used to the normal Rider-Waite, you will tell the story constantly the way it is. Oh, the lovers, you know, somebody comes to love and this and this and that, or the Knight of Cups, an offer is going to bring to you. Five of Wands, you need to put yourself out there kind of a situation. Then it's kind of like, and then look at this. You have the Ace of Wands, right? The Ace of Wands is totally different than the normal Ace of Wands. And then you have to look at the owl. If you look at the owl brings you a different message. Or it's like, okay, you maybe not know where you are going right now, but it will bring you wisdom later on, you know, but you need to take action, you need to go out in the world. There is so much you can then use instead of one thing. Look at this, the Hanged Man. Like, you see bats, you see how do you say it? It's not a rabbit, but here in Netherlands they say een haas, like, you know, those kind of a fast rabbits kind of a way, you know. You see lots of stuff that you can use, that comes up, and not use, but your intuition is guiding you to one particular thing in the card, and that's like, okay, what? And then you will hear something and it's like, you know, and it, like that, then you'll be like, oh, so this, that. Like, for example, now I'm being guided towards, never seen this kind of a monster here looking at the Hanged Man. That tells a whole different story once again. Like, what are you doing? Oh, and he's kind of like pulling the strings, if you can see, like this, pulling the string, but to what kind of a way? I mean, isn't it lovely? This, Paulina, listen, I don't know how you come with these ideas, but a fish in a tree, I mean, you really need to be kind of, I don't know how she did it, but I love it. I really love it. This is a beautiful deck, okay? This is a beautiful deck and I love it. And she has more. This is my first Paulina deck, but I don't think it will be my last. But I'm kind of wanting other decks, and I'm like, first purchase those before you purchase another deck that's kind of like the same as you already have. You see, that's how smart we are. We are not going to buy something because we want it. No, if we have a list, I mean, that is how I do. I do not buy stuff that I don't need, kind of a situation. You know, if I already have something like that, I do not need another one till I want and be like, okay, now I really want another Paulina. And then I will go purchase one that I really want. But not that I be like, oh, because I like it, let me go buy a whole Paulina kind of a... No, because there are other tarot decks that I also want. And since I already have one of her, I can do well with this one. Meanwhile, you know? So What I'm trying to say is, my love, like, you don't need lots of tarot deck, okay? Be wise, be smart with your money. Like, I mean, be wise and smart with your money. Just be wise and smart, okay? So yeah, and for me, this is kind of an investment. You know, one day I will get my money back. That is how I see it. One day I will get my money back. So yeah, this is then the Paulina. Do you have a Paulina? Does Paulina have oracle cards also? I don't know if I will purchase an oracle. I don't know. I don't know. I never looked at it, but I know she has more. Let me know. Do you have, or do you also have a Paulina deck? And also, what do you think? Because this one is the most busy one of tarot that I owned. Okay, this is the most busy one. Can you handle this kind of busy decks? Let me know. Let's go to the next one. So, and now we have the Radiant Wise Tarot. And this is, let's see, no names. But it's the Radiant Wise Tarot. This one has, the Paulina has just a white book. It's a thin white book. But this one is kind of like thick and small. This one is Arthur Edward White, line art by Pamela Coltman, colors by Barbara Nonsenzo, text by Sasha Graham. So yeah, this is how the book looked like. Not just normal info kind of a situation, and no pictures. This is the back, and they are reversible. No edges, not gilded, nothing. Now, the reason I purchased this deck is because I was looking for a dupe Rider-Waite tarot, but more in color, more that's popping more of a color, you know. So then I was looking, and I was looking at YouTube. You have different ones, and this one was speaking more to me, kind of a way. The picture is kind of like more close to the situation right here, and the colors is more popping. It is glossy though. If you look at it, it is very glossy, but you can work with it. I love it. So the lines are thicker when it comes to, because the normal Rider-Waite, they will be thinner, but the lines on this deck is thicker. So it's just exactly like the normal Rider-Waite, only more in color is popping, the picture is closer, and it is glossy, kind of a way. But same thing. Oh, the cards is thicker. It's more steady or sturdy. How do you say it? So yeah, and I love this deck. I use it now because the normal Rider-Waite, I use it if I wanna. As I told you guys in the first, my cards, I have a kind of a bond with them. If I want to know the gossip, if I want to know, then I will go to my old Rider-Waite deck, because that one has the energy of an auntie that loves to gossip and spill the tea. And this one is more like giving me an old, steady father figure, firm. It's giving me the energy of, let me tell you how it is, and you figure out what you do with it. That kind of energy is this deck giving me. The other one is the auntie. This one is more a father figure that be like, okay, I will tell you the steadiest firm thing that you need to do, or what is happening, but what you do with it is up to you, kind of a situation. So that's more the energy that this one is giving me. So I will use it, and I will use this one more often in readings. But if I want to know the gossip, the tea, the information, you know where to go to. Oh, my cards never are in reverse, but sometimes I shuffle and they will go then in reverse, and I will leave it like that. But if I see it, then I will turn it. So yeah, this is the Rider-Waite. Which one do you have? Do you have the normal one, or do you have this one, or do you have another one? But it's also a dupe of Rider-Waite. Do you like the light colors? Because you have some are light colors. I didn't like that one because I was like, I want it to pop. Okay, I want it to pop. So yeah. Do you love this? Let me know. Let me know. Let's communicate. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy. Let me just know. So yeah, this is the Radiant Wise Tarot. I always forget. Oh, I always forget the Spirit. I wanted to say I always forget the Wise, but it's not the Wise that I always forget. It's the Spirit. Like Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. So let's go to the other one. So for these are the, all that I've just shown is the mass market. Later on we will go to the indie when it comes to tarot, and these two are the last one when it comes to mass market. These are the mini deck and pocket deck. Now for the first one we have the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot deck by Kim Krans. Kim Krans sounds Dutch. Kim Krans. We like Krans. So yeah, Kim Krans. This is the back, and it is reversible, no edges, and kind of a. It's a good product when it comes to the deck. Now this is the smaller version of the normal one, that is the regular size. I bought a smaller one because, as you know, when I do the zodiac reading and we go in, I will then use another deck to put on top of a deck, and it's kind of a handy to use than a smaller one. So that is why I bought this one in small. I don't think I would like to have it in a big size though. This one I would not like to have it in big size. Just small, it's okay. I get confused with the wands because there is two cards, the wands and the swords. That'll be like every time I will be like making mistake. Is it a wand or is it or is it the sword? Because it's in the dark and stuff, and it maybe because the cards are so little that is why I don't see it as well as normal. But it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's just a matter of focus, you know, just focus, you know, instead of looking lightly and continue. And even if you cannot see it, like you cannot read it though. You only see the numbers, and then you have to look at the picture and be like, okay, this is Pentacle kind of a situation. So like this is the swords, but the wands looks like, the tower. Oh, beautiful. This is the wands. Now there is one where you will be in a, it's like a stair and it's in the dark and there are woods kind of a way on it. So I always make a mistake. Are you a wands or are you now a swords kind of a situation? But it's no problem. If you know, you will not make that mistake again kind of a situation. But I love these cards. I love this deck. I love the Wild Unknown Oracle. We will look at that later on because I also have purchased that one. So you can use those two together. I love this Emperor. But yeah, I like the style. I like the black and white. But since I already have it in pocket size, I don't feel the need to purchase a big one also. That on the other hands, with Everyday Witch, I want to purchase the big one. I do want to purchase the big one, you know. But with this one, it's like, okay, you are okay, you know, you are okay. I like it, I love it. You are okay, but it's not that I need you in a big size kind of a situation. You are okay, you are doing well. I love it, but we don't need another one. DJ Khalid. I love the Emperor because of the eclipse. That's why I like it. For this one, you do have a guidebook, and it's kind of thick, with picture. So if you like to read guidebook with pictures and information, beautiful. They done a great job working on this deck. Now, for the Everyday Witch Tarot, this is by Deborah Blake and by Elizabeth Alba. The Everyday Tarot Mini. Look at the difference, y'all. This is the normal pocket size mini decks, and this is the mini Everyday Witch Tarot. Like, let me put it like this. Like, you see the difference. Let me put it so you guys can see. Like, it's mini, y'all. It's smaller than small. Like, this one goes like so, and then this one is a little bit more smaller, like this. So the shuffling, first I was thinking like, oh my god, how will I shuffle these cards? But they shuffle great, yeah. I think they shuffle great. I can work with it, I don't mind it. And I do like jump cards. I do not like to pick my cards. So they are working well with jump cards also. This is the back. They are not reversible, and they do not have gilded edges or something. It's just normal. Now, why? This is an oldie. Everybody might have already seen this, but why do I want this also in a bigger size, in a normal size? Hey, my bitch, the Queen of Swords. Because I just loved it. I just love it. I can see myself working with this one. Sometimes you want just a certain cards where you can read deep with them, but yet it's easy and nice on the eyes. As I said, I like busy cards, but some days you be like, let me read to read. I don't want to go too deep in. Sometimes you don't want to have deep conversation, and sometimes you want light conversation, and sometimes you want to have fun conversation. Well, that's what I have with my tarot decks. Like, sometimes I'll be like, okay, leave my consciousness alone. Let me just see the cards and lightly conversation. And this one gives me lightly conversations. It's like, okay, you know what this is. This is my cheating conniving thief card, So, it's easy. It's great. And I like to have this one in a big size also. But as I said with the other deck, I will not purchase it if I still yet have some on my wish list that I'll be like, I prefer to choose you first before I do another one of this one. I like the Death card. I love the Death card. Look at that. Like, one door is open, one door is closed, and the man is going to chop the string and end everything. So yeah, these are the mass deck. Now let's go to the indie part, because this year I have bought more indie decks. Last year 2022 I have bought more indie decks than usual. So let's go. Okay, so you already know what I'm gonna say about this. Love the deck, but don't love the size of this. And this one right here, it irritates me more than the other one of big. Like this, I'm not talking about the tarot deck. I'm talking about the box, okay? When it comes to the box, honey, love the book. Great book. I didn't read it. I didn't read it. But love the book. We will go through it one moment. But I don't like this. I don't like this. Why couldn't we just make it like this? I don't know. But I like the other. If I have to choose the other big cards, big decks, and this one, I have to always part my decks. I'll be like, what's the reason? But that aside, that's the only down thing. And that everybody that has given me, that has this kind of a type of boxes, you will get hate from me. But I will purchase them, but I will not like it. But I will enjoy the decks, but I don't like the box, okay? That's the only thing I don't like. Other things, I love it. So this is from Maria Strom, the creator. This is an indie deck, Hip Chick Tarot by Maria Strom. This is the book. Okay, you don't have to say it like out loud. We all know. Okay, I didn't read it. Okay, so you have a picture, and then the spiritual meaning, the description, and the practical meaning of the cards. And with the minor arcana, you have the description and the meaning together with suit of wheel. What is that? Why? What is suit? Oh, that's of course, that's suit of wheel, suit of cups. Yeah, it's changing. So yeah. Oh, also different name. They have different names now. Different names. The suits and the higher arcana. So this is the back. They are reversible. No, just kind of a white edges. And this is how the cards looks like. So cute, isn't it? You know what it reminds me of? When you were in kindergarten, when I was in kindergarten, they will have kind of a picture like this that you then will hang. So you will see a car, and then the letter will say a car. Kind of a situation. That kind of a feel it gives me of, it reminds me of that, So this is how the cards looks like. It's easy, it's beautiful, it's easy to read, soft. They are soft, it's not gilded, so it's a great card stock. The higher arcana are purples, the swords are yellow, and the earth is brown, and I do believe, I don't know which one color the other ones are. So yes, cups is blue, and which one do you have more? I don't know, but yeah. Fun fact, when I get my decks first, I will do my first reading, and I have first shuffle and cleanse and clear the whole deck and stuff, and then put every card in a different order so they don't fall out in the same order. And every time I use this deck, I get all higher arcana. I don't know why. I get all higher arcana. Now, you might, if you are familiar with my channel, you might be like, Noraima, we haven't seen this card so often, this deck so often. What had happened? Well, honey, first thing first, I'm the realist. No. First thing first is the box. I have this one, as I said, tarot, I have above oracles and other big decks, okay? Big boxes. This one I have above with the other tarot. But the thing is, I have it kind of like this, put like so, and then the other boxes, and for me to grab it, I have to really like put everything aside and grab then this one, kind of a situation. And it's a hustle. It's a hustle. So the box is making it kind of like that I will not grab it so often. Not only that, I like jump cards. I do not pick my cards. And this one shuffles lovely. It shuffles lovely. But because I did not use it as often, many times more cards will fall out, kind of a way. So I have to use it more often so it can kind of like get in doing its thing. But I wish to use it more often, and I'm gonna use it more often, but I don't know why. I like it, I love it, and it reads easy and stuff, but I don't know. I do think it's because where I have put it, it doesn't pull me in that kind of a way. Did you know that this card exists? Let me know, because I haven't seen people with this deck yet. Not much. I have seen it. Where did I see this deck that I have purchased it? I do think on the website that I purchased some of them, not all, my indie decks in the Netherlands. I do think that's the reason, that I saw this deck and I purchased it. I don't know anymore. But it's not one that is Queen of Think. It's not one that's often seen in the tarot community. So let me know. Have you seen these cards? Did you know they were on market? Let me know. So for the next one, we have the Secret Bee, Journey of the Secret Bee Tarot. This is a new one that came out in the year 2022. Let me see by who. Let's see. I do think it says Christy Leftieri and Albert Einstein. No, those are quotes. Yeah, those are quotes. Kelly Burton. I don't know if she did also the illustration, but Kelly Burton is what it says. Now, these are the ones that came out in the year 2022. I saw it. I was like, hey, I love it. And look at this. Like, you don't see it. You don't see it like this. But once you do like that, you will see then two bees. And the deck is reversible. So, yeah, I like it. I love it. It's beautiful, and it has a beautiful blue color. You guys know I like blue, the color blue and green and white, So yeah, and the edges, look at that, beautiful color edges. I love it, beautiful. I don't know if the light is doing it justice. And we start with my Bichya, the Queen of Swords. So this is how the cards looks like. Cardstock is beautiful. They bounce back. Soft, matte. So they will not kind of blind you. I like this deck. I love this deck. You have like the Three of Cups, and then it says abundance, and then it also says the zodiac, like Cancer and Mercury. I love that. This is my first deck. Is it my only deck? I do think it's my only. Is it? I do have another one, right? I don't know anymore. I don't think so. I don't know anymore. Or I am eyeing one that has it. That has the meaning of the zodiac with it. I love it. I love it because then you can also go in on the zodiac meaning, Look at that. Like the Five of Cups, disappointment, Scorpio and Mars. Hello, that's totally Scorpio and Mars. Like, I love this deck. It's different from the normal Rider-Waite. Oh, also you will see here with the higher Kenna, you will see it then on top. Like, then you see the Death card, and then you will see the sign, and then this is, I believe, another sign. I don't know how it's called. So yeah, this is how the cards looks like. A beautiful color, really rich in color. I don't know if the light is doing it justice, but I love this deck. I have used this one often in the summer months. So you have seen this one a lot in the summer months that I have used them. You kind of like don't see the Rider-Waite images like normal, but it's not confusing. You can yet still use it. So, and you can use other things, like you have peacock feathers, and this is the Princess of Swords. So you can also use those symbols as something that you can then read with. This is the Empress. Doesn't look like the Empress. Doesn't even give a thing about the Empress. So if you are looking for a card deck that's kind of like giving you the impression of the Rider-Waite, this isn't it. Like, for example, this card, Two of Swords. If you see her crying, you will think like, oh, this is the Five of Cups or Five of Swords kind of a situation. But no, it's a Two of Swords. Why are you crying? She needs to make a choice. That's why she's crying. So if you go by the normal Rider-Waite image, you will be confused of why did they put this picture with this card with these swords kind of a situation. But then I'm not that type of a person. Like, I'm like, hello, look for in the cards instead of going by, but it isn't how it's supposed to be kind of a way, complaining of how the creator of this deck saw the vision, how to create it, you know. I don't do that because it's making you actually brighten your perspective to actually change the dynamic. Like, it doesn't have to change too much, you know. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna show it only to you. Okay, I'm only gonna show it to you. Don't tell nobody else that I did it, you know, because this one is actually for the year 2023 that I purchased it. So wait a minute. So yeah, this is this one I have purchased this year. Okay, 2023. So other people will see. I will not mention the name of the card in this deck, nor where I find it. Okay, but it's a deck that's made by AIs, and it has nothing. If you look at it, Five of Cups. Where do you see Five of Cups? Nowhere. But the Death card, like, it doesn't look like the normal Rider-Waite, Page of Swords, you know. But if you use your intuition, this doesn't look like Judgment. This looks like the Angel of Death. But if you go in, it's such a beautiful, rich information that, yeah, I don't know. I cannot complain about those things because it makes me actually use my intuition more and go deeper and see the cards difference. That is why I do not read guidebooks, because I don't want to put a specific kind of it must be this way. You guys know I don't like boxes. Literally don't like boxes. Looking, I do like this box though. I do like this box. And you'd be like, like, no. So yeah, when you look then at things like this and it's bothering you, be open to see things different. Like the moon in Libra, of course you are going to wane here and there what you are choose. You don't know, emotions are running high, you know, should I buy or should I don't buy kind of a situation. So yeah, like this is the Hermit, but it's actually I do think they call it a shaman or something like that. Like this looks like the Emperor actually, but it's the Two of Wands. Aries, Mars in Aries, that's the Emperor, you know. So yeah, I do not complain about it. I like and love it. Do you mind if something isn't looking, makes it difficult, doesn't bring you back to the Rider-Waite? Do you mind, or are you just like me and be like, no, I'm open to see things different? Like this is the Seven of Swords. That doesn't seem like Seven of Swords, but if you look at it like this is a unicorn and these are his horns. Like people might steal the horns of unicorns. That's the Seven of Swords, Machirinka, knife and teeth. Are you going to choose for yourself, get away so people will not take from you? Or are you the one that will be sacrificed and they will take of you? So it's in that kind of a way. So I don't mind it looking different than the normal Rider-Waite. Now this one looks kind of always the same in every deck, the Three of Swords. So yeah, let me know what you think. King of Swords. Oh, also in this deck, all the kings are animal, I believe. I believe. Don't quote me on it. So yeah, what did you think? Do you like it? This one? This is an indie deck, as I already said. So yeah, let me know. So now for one of my most fun deck. This one is also, for now we are all the decks you see now when it comes to tarot is indie, and then Oracle will be mass market once again. But these are all indies. This is the Vision of Life Tarot by Tarako Studio. I don't know the name of the creator. It's a thin book, so it doesn't give you really information. Now here's the thing. I cannot open it anymore. And I don't want to break it, so let's just leave it like that. I will open it later on. It's a thin paper, so I don't know if the name is on it, but the Tarako Studio. This is the back. It's not reversible and white edges kind of a situation. You cannot purchase this one anymore. At least where I have purchased it at Tarako Studio, it's not there anymore. Why? Because I purchased it and a few months later we had a Russian and stuff situation, and I do think that he lives in that neighborhood. So the store was closed down, everything. So yeah, that is why you cannot purchase this anymore. And I did purchase it on Etsy, but you cannot find that store anymore. It's closed. Unless they open it. I do hope so. And I don't know, I don't think other people have it. And if they have it, they will put a price on it for you because you cannot purchase it anymore. Now, fun fact, I have bought one and they didn't come. So the person was like, still not come. I didn't say no. So he sent me one more. And guess what? Two came. And I was like, okay, I will send the other one back to you. And he said, you know what? Keep it, because if you send it back, it will cost me more money than if you keep it. So I have two. Which one I will not use, that one will be for myself, and this one is for my channel. So there I was lucky. So in that kind of a way. Now, these cards are funny. They are the Rider-Waite, but they don't look, it doesn't says, like, this is the Nine of Cups, okay, overconfidence. It doesn't look like the Nine of Cups. It's very sarcastic, and if you know me personally, especially, I'm very sarcastic. I love being sarcastic. I love being fun, and these cards is kind of like that. Like, look at that. That person be like, so you interesting. Guess what? That's my lucky day, you know? So this is the Page of Cups. And every time I use this deck, like, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Like, self-sufficiency. I mean, like, do you see how funny this deck is? Like, the night, this one screams like, you wanted a child, now you better take that responsibility. But let me tell you, I have seen mothers being like this, you know. So it doesn't matter. It's just how you put love in yourself, put attention in yourself. So yeah, at least the child looks healthy and looking good, you know. Mother has spit on a t-shirt and all that, you know, poor little thing. So yeah, that's how life goes, you know. This is the Sun, for example. It doesn't look like the Sun. Deception, Seven of Swords. You have seen me use this deck often, because I like this deck. I love this deck, and it's often used with the yes or no readings, you know, that I use them. I always have to kind of like keep the paper, because the instruction is very little, you know. I try to, let me see. Yes, I got it. So the instruction is kind of like, no, it's all about Tarot Studio where it's purchased. So they are very little and they doesn't say what is what kind of a way. So it's so you really need to like go through it and as written it down. So what is what kind of a situation. Now I did see somebody like write on the cards like seven of pentacles on this card, for example, like 7p. I would not do that. No, I'll be like, no, that's a waste of my cards. So I have a paper next to me every time, so that if I doubt what the meaning is of the cards, I can use it. I can then look at it. I will also say, like, for just to be just I will also say in the reading, like, okay, for me to be clear, let me take a look. It's not that I don't know the cards, it's just because sorrow, this one confused me. Let me know, what do you think this card means? I will not tell you. Write down, if you want to, sorrow, what it means, and later I will give you the answer. Sorrow. So if you think you know what these cards mean, write it down below. Look at it if you want to. What does it bring to you? What does it mean? Let me know what you think. And yeah, like, this is the Hermit, So I like the Delusion card. This is the Moon. Like, so yeah, that is why it's kind of like every time I have to make sure that I have the right meaning of the cards. This is the Queen of Cups, sensuality. Tragedy, Ten of Swords. So this is the Justice card, but doesn't it look funny? Like, this is like back in the day. This is now. When the people that stays at home, the man or the woman that stays at home has more job to do than the one that's going to work, be like, yeah, but you are at home. You don't have as much to do. This is the Hanged Man. So, yeah, I wanted to show you, this is the start. I wanted to show you one more that I liked, but I don't think it's in between here. I don't know, but yeah, I like them all. This is the Six of Cups, nostalgia. Like, she is really like reminiscing. Oh, back in the day, I could have eaten them all. And then back at behind her, you see people dancing, kind of a situation. I love it. Yeah, I like this card. Let me know what you thought of sorrow, what it means, and do you also like this sarcastic kind of a type of a cards? Let me know. So let's go for the next one. So now we have a familiar one. Our fellow YouTuber has created this deck. This is the Pastel Journey Tarot deck by Vanessa Samina. So it's a familiar name, right? So this is then the tarot. It's not this is the back. It's not reversible, and it's kind of having the stars. You will see kind of a glitter kind of a situation. It is etched beautifully in a rainbow kind of a. I do hope you guys can see the color like that. Beautiful. Now let's talk about this deck, y'all. Let's talk about the cards. First of all, if you know Vanessa Samina, you will hear her often say about her card stock that it's gliding like this, and if you shuffle it, it's feels good kind of a situation. You will always hear her say that. Well, let me tell you something. She right, y'all. She is right. Like, do you hear the sound? It's different. It really is. It's different. And you guys know I do not pick my cards. I like jump cards. So they jump. They also jump. So because I always have to look for cards that will not stick together, kind of a situation. And this is a dream, y'all. This is ooh, I like this one. King of Wands. Oh, I want to talk to you guys about this deck. This deck I have mentioned in one reading when I was using this deck. They are not that innocent as you think that they are. Absolutely not. I know if you know Vanessa Samina, if you look at her, you also know that little small, fragile, beautiful young lady, she has her spiciness with her. Don't be fooled by the beauty, y'all. You know, like she can be spicy. Now I did say in another reading that this deck, pinky as it looks like, it looks pink, it looks really like, oh, I don't know, very childish, kind of a cuteness fun deck, but you can compare it to the Lubanko. Like these two go well together. You know why? This one is pretty dark. We will talk about this one later on. But this one is giving you the energy of soft and cute. But some cards will tell you soft, cute, and spicy. Okay? Soft, cute, and spicy. Like, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by my pink nails. Don't be fooled by my cuteness, because I know how to scratch your eyeballs out. Kind of a situation. Or I know how to spice things up, kind of a way. I really like the illustration. The illustration, let's see. Because I did not tell you. Oh, this is magnet, by the way. I did not tell you. Oh, this is the inside. She did a great job creating this deck, y'all. The book, and also the side of the book is like that. Let me see, because I always mention illustration is by Erica Lopez and graphic design by Anne Bastos. Like so. So, oh, and also, you know I did not read the guidebook. You know I don't do that. So, I don't have to tell you anymore, right? So, this is how the guidebook looks like. And it has its own images and stuff and a whole story and stuff. So, yeah. That's how it looks like. Now, for the cards. Soft. Soft, okay, soft, and it glides beautifully. This is the only deck that I have from her. I do not own another deck. I do wish to own another deck, but guess what? As I said, if I have to invest in others, I will then kind of like, I wish to, she has an Oracle deck. I want that one. Not the one, she is putting a lot of Oracle's deck out right now, but the one that's with kind of like fashion, because there is a deck coming that I backed on Kickstarter, and it will go nicely. It has fashion in it, and it will go nicely with her Oracle deck. But hey, Mama needs to first look at the things that she needs to like really look at. Like indie decks are a different story, y'all. Indie decks, I love indie decks. I like to help people that do indie decks, because one day I will have also my own indie decks. But you know, you need to save up first, because I live in the Netherlands, and luckily she lives in Europe, now Switzerland, I believe. Switzerland or Oostenrijk. I don't know anymore. But she's close, yeah. So the shipment is cheaper. But on the other hand, other decks that I do order, that it's further from me, child, import is not a game. And I will tell you about one that was like 100 something. The deck was 80 something, and then with ship, oh child, I was like, oh, and I want one more of that deck. Oh my god. But let's continue with this one. So you will see like this kind of a glitter effect on the cards. um, Beautiful deck, very light. I am this one, I use it also for yes or no also, and I use it for other readings also, because it's I love it. I love it. It's just like the Pastel Journey Tarot. Not this is the Pastel Journey Tarot. The Vision of Life Tarot. It's light, but sexy. I don't know. I must say the illustration, the person that has done here. Does this look cute? And what does this look like? Is this cuteness? Or spicy cute? I mean, look how she is tied up, y'all. Like, she isn't tied up on the sword. She's tied up like, tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. This is different tying up, y'all. Like, really, I love it. She did a great job, Vanessa Sumaina. She did a great job. So, yeah. I do want to own more decks of her, but not now, honey. Unless you guys go purchase and be like, oh, I come from Noraima's channel. Maybe she'll be like, oh, Noraima. Oh, I don't think so. But yeah, but we will in the future order more from her. This is the dead card. Do you know what these cards remind me of? Tokyo, kind of a vibration. Those girls, they have a name, but I like it and I love it. I really like and I love it. This reminds me of her. I don't know why. The Queen of Pentacles always reminds me of her. So yeah. I want to ask you guys, have you seen this deck around? I bet you did. If you haven't, let me know. You'll be like, no, Noraima, this is the first time seeing it, And you can use your intuition with these cards also. Like, for example, the Six of Swords. Like, she is sailing away, but it's like she is feeling the water. Is it safe for me to sail away? Is it safe for me to go? Yes or no? This one be like, did I get my message? Shall I send my message? Kind of a way. So you can really use these cards in different ways, and it's go deeper. It looks simple, but let me, for example, I always have issue with the Emperor. Do you know why I have issue with the Emperor? Because the Emperor always gives me the energy of a steady, stern father figure, or I will have Napoleon kind of energy. Well, this time I was doing a reading, and the Emperor in all decks I'm talking about right now. And this time for this deck, I was doing a reading and the Emperor came out, and I got vision and like, to talk about certain things, I will have then a certain image popping up in my image, So I got Hitler. I was like, not on my timeline, but it was the message. I'd be like, how, where did that energy come from? But that's the Emperor. The Emperor always give me or stern or very violent energy. And if you look at the Emperor like this, where do you see violent? But that's the energy that it was giving me. I was like, oh, okay, you're not cute though. I like this one also. Honey, let's just say I like this deck, okay? I really like it. It's beautiful. It's deep. It can be deep. It's sexy. It's definitely sexy, okay? It's cute and sexy and spicy and tough and soft. So it has all the feels that you can have, sexy. So it has all the feels, and it's a beautiful deck. And yeah, as she said, it shuffled delightful. It shuffles delightful. So yeah, that's the Pastel Journey. Now on to the Lubanko Tarot. This is the Lubanko Tarot by Lubanko. So this tarot deck was actually out of stock, and she I believe it's a she or a he, I don't know, but she's from the LGBTQ community, a queer, I believe she calls herself. I don't know for sure, but I don't want to offend her, so by saying her, but I don't want to offend Lubanko. So yeah, I don't know, but she Lubanko pressed one more time because you had to put your email, and then I wanted to say it again, and then did one more time a reprint of this deck. So yeah, it wasn't the plan, but she did it, he did it, it did it, okay. And so I got my deck. Like, I was lucky. I am very lucky with these decks. So this is the back, and it is reversible, and they are gilded, but a gilded is kind of like getting off pretty faster than normal, y'all. That's a little bit sad part, but it's okay. And this is the book, and this is how it looks like. I'm not gonna lie, you already know the deal. She did or she did not. Did I or did I not? Okay, so that's the book. Now, YouTube guidelines, so I have to kind of like watch out certain cards, okay? Like, for example, let me give you this one. I need to like put it like so because you can see titties, okay? Now, as I said, this is kind of a dark, not dark. Okay, let me explain to you what this card feels like for me. It feels like a hidden world that is like the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, just go with me. I am a person that I find myself in the LGBTQ community. I mean, I have people from the LGBTQ community, and I know from my gay friends, often they will take example of a black woman and use it in their art of work, of life, put it in life like that, you know. So often you will see them being very theatrical, and I'll be like, sis, where you come from with that? And I'll be like, sis, you're my muse. And I'm like, yes, bitch, you know. I'm sorry, y'all. Like a friend of mine, also gay, like made a wig just like my hair. He was like, yeah, I have made a wig exactly just like your hair. I'm like, girl, you know. And so that is kind of the vibe that this deck is giving me, of a hidden world that isn't seen by the normal bunny ears, normal people, but is, if you open your eyes to it, kind of a way. It's giving me beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy, you know. I don't know, but it can be dark. It can be out of the world. It can be alien, kind of a situation. It can be, if you look at the Six of Cups, it giving me the energy of a not well upbringing, an upbringing where maybe your parents was an alcoholist, or drank, or there was violence at home, kind of a situation. So that kind of energy it's giving me. So every card gives another thing, you know. So it's beautiful. I mean, if you are into cards that can give a certain energy and you don't mind it to feel awkward and a kind of a notch in your tummy, like, oh my god, those people or those world or those experience exist, then this will be a deck for you. Like, it has this thing. And I don't know, if you are an energy reader, like, I don't know, like, for example, this Four of Swords, you see a female, but I see a transgender, like, really in her own feelings, in her own but yet still not fully accepted, but fine with where she is right now, kind of energy. You know, like I'm fine. I'm inside. I'm in my own space. I'm where I want to be, but yet still look kind of like lost. You know, like I don't know. I really like it. And then you have one is kind of like alien. It's really alien kind of a situation. So this card is giving me the earthly realm, the and out of earth kind of a situation, and sexiness out of the world kind of a situation. You know, I don't know. It's giving. It's beautiful. Oh, this one. Let me show you guidelines. Okay, like this is kind of a child. I'm trying here. This, what they are doing, is eating each other up, like it, and that's the lovers. Another person will be like, what the F? No, that's too much. I cannot. You know, you have to have a tummy for it, for some things, you know. But if you look further than what is making you uncomfortable, because that's life. If you look further than what is making you uncomfortable, you can become wiser. Weird, right? Weird to say, because I don't know. That's the queer life. You know what I'm trying to look for, you guys? Let me try to find it. Like this is a beautiful card. Like this is the lies kind of a card, you know? I'm trying to find the strength card in this, but I will try to show you. It's not in here, so let me show you this one. Like this is right. This is like alien, alien, right? So for the strength card, I will show you the rest like so. The strength card is giving me this. This is the life of a person that hides their truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, because this person, we all know people that likes to be has a person, like I have said it in one reading, that I have a friend, and back in the day she had a person that came to her, and that man, it's a man, wanted her to humiliate him, you know, but he was a man in power, has his own coins and stuff, but because of he is a man in power and had to be so on top of everything, he wanted to be vulnerable with somebody, and he find himself, my friend, and was like, oh, can I be vulnerable with you, that you humiliate me in certain ways where I can then kind of like letting go, you know? And that's what this strength card is giving me. Because the strength card, the person wearing the lion mask, has his own kingdom, has his own strength and power, but yet wants to be humiliated by this feminine. So it's giving me like, can I release and be vulnerable instead of being constantly in power? I mean, oh my God, these cards are beautiful. Like, I like it, and it's giving me, you know what it's also giving me, because this is the energy of hiding, because this person might have a whole family at home, you know, or this person might fall for transgender females or transgender males, but that's something that they are hiding. That is something that's the darkness of the world. Like, oh, let me yet still show myself that I can be this, but once I step out of this room, I have to become the lion once again. You know, the king of the throne, you know, the one that's in power, that has to be there for the whole society, how the normal algorithm or the normal way works according to the normal people. Bunny ears once again, you know? So, this is my chilling connective card. Boom, in your sleep. Like, would you like me to read with this this card? And if so, what is it that you want? What kind of a topic would you like me to read with it? Like, isn't this sexy, by the way? Isn't it? Oh, there are sexy cards in it. There are creepy cards in it, you know. So let me know, what would you like to? Oh yes, let me show you this one. This is the devil. YouTube guidelines. This is the devil, right? The devil is riding a pomegranate. That's like, I want that abundance. I want that fruitfulness. That, you know, when you are the feeling of wanting the lust of something, so you have a kind of a drive. So she like the devil is shackled, like it's shackled, but yet wants the abundance, the fruitfulness, because a pomegranate is something of a manifestation of fruitfulness, of abundance that you want, kind of a way, you know. And on his back it has whiplashes, you know. Child, it goes how it goes, honey. And that is why I'm telling you that these two, even though this one is a pastel journey, is fluffy, is cute and stuff, yet still this type of energy is also in this deck. Very strange. So if you are a person, you be like, no, I like my the ones, I like my ones being this dark, buy this one. And keep in mind, it's indie deck, so it has a price. If you cannot afford it, be just like me. Save up, okay? Save up and then choose one of those if you want to. But don't be like, unless you can purchase both of them, you do. Or you don't choose none of them. It's also fine. But if you be like, oh, Noraima, it sounds very interesting. If you are a dark kind of a person, not dark, if you want the mystery, the mysticism, the hidden world, the out of the world, the yet normal world, but not from this world, this is your deck. But if you be like, okay, I yet still want to sleep at night, but knowing that those kind of a world exist, and I just want to dabble my pinky toe in it, but knowing that it can go that hotness and it can be that sexiness, purchase this one, the Pastel Journey. But whichever one you purchase, let me know. Or if you don't want to purchase them, let me also know. And if you want to purchase them, which one do you prefer? Which one of these? Okay, so that's the Lubanko Tarot, y'all. If you want me to do a reading about the Lubanko Tarot, please put also the topic that you want me to read with, because that will make it more easier for me. Because if you want to have a career reading with it, like I put a career reading and you be like, no, Noraima, I want to have a love reading. Like, it doesn't work like that, right? So you have to kind of give me also, this is the inside. You kind of like to give me also a topic if possible. So yeah, that's the Lubanko. Now, let's talk about my favorite art of work, okay? Let's talk about the deck that I actually do not want to work with, because I'm afraid that this will fade away, kind of a situation. But it's the one that I believe is the most expensive one that I have purchased, but it's the one that was worth it. And the reason why, and another thing, I want to purchase definitely one more of this deck. But as I said, the shipment of this deck was above, like the deck I believe was 80 euros. I don't know for sure anymore. But let's just say I came above 100 something euros to get this deck, okay? And I'm talking about the true black tarot. This is how it looks like. You might have heard of it. Like, this is the true black tarot. This is the back. Like, this is how it looks like. And like, let me put it like so, because you have there, this is then the edges, black, like black on black, and then this is how the cards looks like now. And you can see, like, if in a certain way, if you hold a certain way, you can see a line and what the cards mean, like Four of Pentacles kind of a way. Now, the reason I wanna, this is the cardstock, how, like, it's thick, it's okay, it's a great thing. It's soft, it's very, I think it feel like velvet, a thinner velvet than the other velvet that I have. No shine, nothing. It's matte black. It's shuffle. It is kind of plasticky. This one is water resistant, so water can come onto it. You can wipe it away, kind of a situation. Keep in mind, I'm a person that likes to shuffle and get jump cards, so I only work with jump cards. And even though it's velvety, I yet still can work with it. There is one deck that I have, and it's velvety, and the jump cards is often together. I have to use it more often. That is why. So why do I want to have one more deck of this one? Because I want to use it as an art, because this is beautiful. It's an art. It's a piece of art. I want to put one, like, you know, a certain card in a frame, and then put it in my living room kind of a situation, or in my hallway, you know, like this is the tower. You see, if you hold it certain light, you can see more in the image kind of a way. This is the tower. That is why I want to have one more of this deck. Now, if you are going to purchase one more deck, like, you better shout me out to the creator of this deck, okay? And be like, I come from the channel of the Phoenix Star, and she was talking very highly of you. Can you just give her one more deck just to be thankful? Because, honey, these are expensive, y'all, but these are worth it. They are not that expensive. The shipment is making it expensive. Like, if I was in where that person, I believe it's from China. I don't think so, but when I with the shipment, it came from a different place, so that is why I'm doubting. Seven of Cups, look at that. Like, it's the shipment. Like, if it was only the cards that I have to purchase, I'd be like having it tomorrow. This is the only deck that I will say, if I have the money, I will purchase it tomorrow. I will let every other deck that I have on my list wait, because I want to purchase one of this one. Why? Because I have plans. I can use it as art in my home, you know. Like, not even to, and not working with it, because I want to keep it nice, so that one day, if you know, like, I can give it as how do you say it, you know, when you die, you give people your stuff, like, I can give it like that away, like, then it will be more money. Like, this is an investment, y'all. If it is or not is, I see it as an investment, you know. I see it as an investment. This is so beautiful. Oh, I love this. I do believe he's from China. Because I haven't told you the creators. This one was one that the creator's name isn't really on the cards, yeah. No. You can, if you go on his website, you will get more info about him. But there is no name, nothing. But there is only, look at this. Look at this blackness. Look at this beautifulness. And then you turn the cards around. This is what you get. Oh, child. Oh, the work of art. Like, look at this. With the red strings, like, fate. umyong입니다. So, yes, I like this deck. Did you know about this deck? Let me know. Did you know about this deck? And do you think it's a work of art? And also, like, these are humans, but they are, as I believe, it was like a friends of his, people that he knows, was posing for him. But you cannot see, like, of course, if you look closer, you'll be like, okay, this is not a black person, this is a white person. But you cannot see it by the skin color because they are all how do you call it, you know, when you have like in the museum, those people standing there totally in white, in that kind of a way. So you cannot judge it by background. Unless you look closer, you'll be like, honey, this doesn't even look like human. You know, you cannot say if it is which culture they are from. So yeah, like this. So I like it. I do believe he is bringing out an oracle deck, and that one is in white, all white. Yeah, I haven't looked at it. I have looked at it because I was like, when can I purchase another one? You know? But yeah, honey, if you know the creator of this deck, and let him know. Let him know. He has a fan, and that fan wants another deck of him, a true black deck of him, for selfish reasons, okay? Because she already has one. So this is the extra card in this deck, is the Anante. What was it? Anant. The beginning kind of a universe kind of a situation. You see how the specs and stuff, stardust giving. So yeah, this is the true black tarot. Do you like this deck? Do you want to have a reading with this deck? Let me know. Does this deck really speak to you? Let me know. And do you think my reason is valid to purchase another one of this one? Can you see it like a white wall and then a white frame and just one card in that frame like that? And I will put then my birth, like my horizon, like I am a Libra horizon, like I will put then justice. You know, in Vedic, I am a Libra horizon. I will put then a justice card, and then my day of month. Child, I have a whole idea of what I will do. And then every month, I will change it according to my vibe. Like, if I'm in love, I'll be like, I will put the Two of Cups. You'll be like, Noraima, great idea, right? Go tell the deck creator it and be like, you help me, help you. And then not the N word. So yeah, let me know. And let me know if you want Three of Cups. If you want a reading with this deck, yes or no. And if you knew about this deck, yes or no, let me know. Let's communicate like that. So now for the oracles, my love. So this is a well-known one, the tea leaf fortune cards, where you will have different tea leaves with different meaning. I will go for the oracles fast and quick because it's kind of like you guys already know. I've already seen this one, right? So you have different ones, like you have months, you have career, and you have just tea leaves, like meaning. So yeah, these are the tea leaves. You have seen this one a lot on my channel. If you are familiar with my channel, you have seen this a lot. And let me put it like so you can, if you need to Google the name. So, or you can just click, I have the link for everything of Amazon that I have purchased on Amazon. You can click on the link and you will be directly towards where I have purchased it. So you have, this is a month, like February, that has the purple. These are the tea leaves. There are good cards, bad cards. It's a whole stack. It's a pretty thick stack of tea leaves that you have. So it can go everywhere. I like to use it on the monthlies. I like to use it on the monthlies. I like to use it with the moon reading, you know. So this is a familiar one. Lots of people have seen it, the tea leaves. So it's definitely, I loved this one because it's make it more. If you have like oracles have a kind of a it's great, but with this tea leaf you have more options kind of a way, and it can go in different way. It can go to career, it can go to what you need to know, like affairs with your family. So it's kind of like more options when it comes to oracle cards. So that is why I really like it kind of a way. So yeah, like if I have to have one oracle card, I will choose this one. Why? Because if I put all the oracle cards that I have in one, I can have words or meanings of oracles that are all in this tea leaf kind of a situation. I'm sorry, yeah, I thought I was done. But also you have great book. You know, I didn't read the book. That is why I forgot about the book. Okay, so the books can tell you a lot about the meanings of the cards. So if you don't know the meanings of the cards, then use the book, and it can give you more information. What is this? You guys be like, oh yes, like here, like a dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. This card shows a dog with a playful expression on his face. This is a symbol of, you know, it explains everything for you guys. And you also have like ways to use it kind of a way. And this is by Ray Hepburn, illustration by Shauna Alexander. So yes, that's the tea leaves. Oh, and yes, you know what I think about it. This is the only, wait a minute. You thought I was gonna complain. This, even though this deck, this box is down below, as explained already, I grabbed this one so much. And even though it has 2 ways that you have to pour them, I don't even mind it. So I don't know why I'm complaining about the other ones, because it's just, I did complain, but I don't mind them. It's just that I have to put them different so my eye can catch them. But this one, it's like grab me, pick me first. This one is the pick me first in the deck below, so I don't have to do a lot. This one will scream pick me first. So yeah, that's that. So for the next one, we have the Le Oracle Bleu. I did not close the box because it doesn't have thumbprints, and you know, if there is nothing in the box and you close them, you cannot open them up. So I will only put it like so for you guys. This is a French deck by, I don't know, but this is the book. You know why I came up with this deck? Because I was looking at somebody talking about decks that are underrated, and so it's all in French, so I don't understand what it says. And she mentioned this deck, so I was like, oh, let me see what it's all about. And I was like, oh yes, I can purchase it. Now, have you seen it on my channel? Maybe 1 or 2, 3 times, but not often, right? That's right. This is the bag, and this is just, it's not edged. You have it in English, in France, and in Spanish. It's beautiful deck. It's a beautiful deck. And I have to use it more often. But you already know where it is, right? You already know. I've been saying it a lot. Where do you think I have put this deck? Why do I don't use it? You know? I really have an issue. So, but it's a beautiful deck. It's all blue. Some cards I do not understand. And then, we all understand lust, right? Some cards are like, okay, I get it, but now here's the thing. I do not look at guidebooks, right? But some things, because it's also in French, I be like, okay, and they, for example, like power. Where? Where? But then you have to kind of like look deeper. And I'm like, in my mind, I'd be like, maybe it's a cultural thing. Like, what's power? And then I'd be like, no, it's feminine and masculine. If you know you're feminine and masculine, that's power. So I have to really like try to not make my mind use the fact that it's a French deck, that is why I don't understand it. Because my mind, my human mind, wants to kind of like give it, because it's from a different language, that's the issue. Well, no, it's not the issue. You just have to, like, the concurrent. Like, I don't get it. Do you get it? Let me know. If you look at this card, do you get the concurrent without Googling what it means, okay? And you look at the image. Tell me, what do you see? What do you feel? Because this is where I often kind of like think, is it an I don't know. Is it a French man? You see? Then I will go to where it comes from. While it has nothing to do with it. He's just looking like a French swordsman of a castle or something like that. Something with a castle, y'all. And then I'll be like looking at the red hair and I'll be like, what is a concurrent? Keep in mind, English is not my first, neither my second language. French, I used to have that in in high school. That's back in the day. And if you don't use it, your brain be like, throw it away, you know? And then el costador is Spanish. But let me tell you something. Spanish is my fourth language. It used to be my second one. But, you know, with time, everything was like, oh, you don't use it anymore. Well, we are going to put it in the bag. And if you once again don't we throw it away. You cannot throw Spanish away from me because my own language is kind of like Spanish. So it's kind of like that. But yeah, let me know, what do you think of Le Concurrent or something, how it was? Gestation. I do think it's because I have trouble with certain words that they are using. I do think that's the issue. I do think so. Uncertainty. Revolution. I mean, YouTube guideline. Don't do that. Like, yeah. Oh, this man looks creepy, right? Oh. So yeah, but I do like these cards and they work nicely. They do work nicely, but I am afraid of them. That's more the thing. I am afraid of them because I'm like, you are not the one that's going to make me look stupid on YouTube. No, not today. So I do think I have to invest. Nah, don't, because I don't read this one and it's in a different language, but I do think they have used words that's kind of like making it more difficult for me. For some of the cards, not every one of them, just some. So for some cards, I'll be like, please don't jump out. Please don't jump out. Like this looks like Mercury, right? News. So yeah. But yeah, this is the Bleu Oracle. And then for the Secret Rebel Oracle, this is a oldie, but a goodie, not in reversible. But I never used my Oracle in reverse, so just white edges. And this is by Elena Fairchild and artwork by Autumn Sky. It's a well-known Oracle in a trust. I haven't used it. I maybe have this one 3 months, maybe. I don't know, but I haven't used it as much. I do believe I have purchased it before the October month because I was like, oh, we are in the period of shadow work. So let me purchase this one together with other ones that I have would work nicely with shadow work. But this year, I haven't felt really drawn to do shadow work. Have you guys felt drawn to have readings of shadow work? Because I do think it's a collective thing that people has already done 2 years because of the circumstances that we were in. We were forced to 2 years work on ourselves, and we were like, no, we done for this year. We ain't gonna do shadow work. It's done. We have done it. Okay, so I do think that lots of people has kind of like already, because in my collective, meaning the energy that I feel, I do not feel the urge to do shadow work. Readings, shadow work readings. So I do think back in 2022, in the month of October, November, December, it wasn't really calling for it. Did you guys felt drawn in those months to do shadow work? I mean, maybe now January, February, March, it might be so, but I'm gonna use this one regardless. But I have actually purchased them for shadow work, and that wasn't the case, so it didn't have to. But I have to use them because you can use them for other things also, not only shadow works. These are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. They are kind of big though. Like, as you know, I like to shuffle like so, and what jumps out is what I will take. And they are kind of a big card, so it kind of hurts on my hands though. So yeah, this is the Secret Rebel. I cannot tell you a lot about it because, as I already said, I haven't worked with it a lot. I just purchased them, and I have yet still, maybe I've used it 1 or 2 times. So I have yet still to use them often. But looking at the cards and knowing the energy, you can use it intuitive. You can use it with the keywords. Like, yeah, like this is beautiful, right? Unless you don't like things creeping on your body, kind of a situation, then you'll be like, Noraima, no. So yeah, diving for light, beautiful, right? Look at her earrings, like seahorses. So yeah, this is the Secret Rebel Oracle. Now for this deck, you have the Success Oracle, career and business tips from the Good, Bad, and the Visionary. This is by who? No, it doesn't say. Then I have to look at the book. The book is kind of a thin also. Honey, I don't know. Oh yeah, let me just mention the book because otherwise I will forget. Like, this is how the book looks like. It's just kind of a thin book, kind of a situation. Doesn't talk about the creator as much. It's right away to the images. So illustration, Berry Falls. Text, Katja Telfish. So that is the book. So this is how the back look like, and it is reversible and there are no edges. Now I was looking actually for a deck where I can do career readings with and stuff, you know, when I do such a reading when it comes to monthly. These are the famous people and then what they did or how they see and kind of a situation. It is nice, but it's not my thing. It's not my thing. This is one of the decks that I'll be like, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. It is handy. I will use it. Don't get me wrong. I will use it, but I don't feel the energy because I do not know the people so good that are in it. And I am a person, like, for example, we all know Charles Ponzi, right? The man from Ponzi scheme. Like, if I see this, I am a person that I will then go Google him and I will go on a rabbit hole about him, and that's my whole day. That is where my day went. And imagine I do that with 50 cards. I mean, that's 50 days of my life going on a rabbit hole about a person, you know? Like Beyonce, I already know. Or Michael Jordan, I already know. Oprah Winfrey, I already know. But Warren Buffett, I'll be like, sir, you must have done something. But hello, we all know, Rapul. We all know you better work. We all know. So then it's like, oh honey, let me tell you about yourself and what you can do, you know. But if I don't know the people, I am a person, I want to invest and get to know J.K. Rowling, you know, and then know what she mean with a stroke of genius requires a slack of follow-up. What do you mean with that? You know, not knowing her makes me want to invest in her, and I cannot do it with all 50 cards, y'all. And the book doesn't give much neither. So I'm not a person that will, Martha Stewart, we all know her. Like, I'm not a person that will just say stuff if I don't know you. So I want to invest and get to know you. And nobody got time for that, honey. So I will then read what the word is saying. But that's it. I cannot kind of like go deep, or like my intuition cannot point me to a certain thing that can bring me back a message of, oh, that's what it means. Like, let me give you, for example, like, let's go for RuPaul, okay? Let's go back on RuPaul. Like, imagine I give a reading, a career reading, and I get this card. I can then be like, okay, maybe you need to get out a sassy side of you, a side that's more that you don't want to show, you know, like, you know, it's giving me just like Beyonce. Like, when on stage, she is a total different person than when she is off stage. Like, RuPaul is two people. So then my intuition is showing me which one I should go with. Like, oh no, go with RuPaul, or then go with, you know. So it's giving me that, and then together with the words, I can be like, oh, now I get what they mean, you know. So I can give you more info on what this card means. But if you don't know the people, I'll be like, Jenna Lyons. I see clothes, so it has something to do with clothes or fashion or something, but I don't know who he, she, they, it is. And I'm very scared on people because some people are not cute, y'all. So when I see faces, when I do readings and I see faces, and that is a person that walks on this earth, I'm very careful because their energy is different, yeah. And I don't know what kind of energy Karl Marx is bringing. Maybe Karl Marx didn't like black people. And now Carmex is here and they say like cut class. Maybe I should have cut the whole Carmex kind of a situation. Like I had to throw Carmex away, you know. I don't know. So it's making me feel a type of way that when I read with these cards, I only read them shallow, very shallow. And I never read with my cards shallow. Because I be like, you want more, right? Instead of shallow reading. And not to say that my whole reading will be shallow, but I cannot go deep, get them more information to give you about these cards, unless I get somebody that I know. Like Enzo Ferrari. Bet he made Ferrari, because you can see it in his glasses. But this is what I'm trying to say. Enzo Ferrari. I don't know this man, but you know what? I don't know when, but on TikTok somebody was I don't know where it was, but somebody said like there was Ferrari and another brand that was kind of like the person wanted to have a very expensive car. There was the one emblem is a bull and one emblem is a horse. Ferrari is a horse, right? So the brand. So, but the person with the bull brand wanted to also have a car. So he have made his own kind of a way, you know. So you see how I am invested in that. I like history. I like to know stuff. And now I can talk about Ferrari, but like, oh, he started with a wheel. Kind of a situation. I can tell you more. I can be more passionate. I can feel it. I can get the energy out of him. But if I do not know, I will be like shallow. Before you sell products, sell prestige. Like, what does that mean? Tell me. Tell me. Less wanted, more. Tell me. Like that's so shallow. I don't like readings like that. So that is why I'm kind of okay with these decks, but also no. So yeah, I do use them, but I use them very like, oh, I will like have other cards and then I will have like these put like so, and then I will read some words. But if it's somebody that I do not know, then it feels like shallow. Now that you know that, you better not comment in the readings that I have. And you see this deck, you be like, Noraima, how did you skip them? You skip it, all right? You don't. You better not tell other people that I'm be like very over these cards. Like I will read it, but then I will go to the other cards. You better not tell my secret, okay? I will invest 50 days, okay, in the whole cards to just get to know the people on the cards. If you tell my secret, I will. But don't do that. Because I don't want to do that. I have things to do. So yeah, that's the Success Oracle. There is a deck. It's an indie deck. And I believe on the back it's green. And that is also a career deck. I have seen other people using it and was like, oh, I do want it. But it's all the way in America. And as I told you, I live in the Netherlands, and the deck ain't cheap, y'all, because I do believe I saw them on Etsy. You know, I don't know how it's on the back, and it has $sign, I believe. I don't know for sure, but it's green on the back. And I was trying, like, let me invest in it, but then I saw the coins that it's asking, just like the $sign on the cards, and I was like, honey, you know. So, and then also I have to pay for shipment, so that's a double honey. So I was like, honey, I see you, but I cannot purchase you, not yet. Nope, we ain't going to do that. So that is why. But that's one that I want to purchase, but not yet. If it isn't the time, it isn't the time. So then next we have the Prism Oracle by Nico Pivirotti. Pivirotti sounds like Italian. So this is how the cards looks like. You can then read about the meaning of the cards. like so. It goes by color. It's reversible, but I do not read my oracles in reverse. And you have then keywords and then an image. And these cards, as simple as they look like, they are very intuitive. Very intuitive. As you know, I did not read the guidebook, so so yeah, and they go well with your tarot card or with other oracle cards. They go well with them. Like it's beautiful. I have used these cards often, so you have often see it on my channel. So yeah, this is how they looks like. And also it has a sheen kind of a situation with it, like so. I am going faster now because it's we are already 3 hours in, yeah. And it's getting dark where I live because we are in winter season, and I'm yet still have to go through a lot of oracles. I did not purchase. Oh, I want to talk about this one now. I did not purchase lots of tarot, indie tarots, but I did purchase lots of oracle. I did purchase lots of indie tarot and oracle decks, but I did not purchase lots of tarot decks. How do you say it? Mass market tarot deck. I did not purchase lots of it. So let's see. For this one, you have, honey, we are going to do it like this now, okay? We have Beyond Lemuria Oracle by Easy Ivy. This is how the book look like. You will have an image and description and stuff about the oracle, what it means. Okay, now you might have not seen this deck one time maybe on my channel. You know why? You know why. I don't have to tell you. Where do you think the deck is? Okay, where? Below. Exactly. That is why you haven't seen it often. I have to change how I put my decks here. I think I have to purchase something that is eye level, where I will have a drawer where I can look in and see all the decks that I have, so that I can use them more often. But these cards are beautiful. You know, I really like it. I really love it. It's kind of a soft feel with it. Big cards also. Blue Angel always have big cards, yeah. This is from Blue Angel. So yeah, these are not edged, just white. Yeah, you have keywords, new blueprint, like beautiful images, internal explorer. It's out of this world, as the deck is saying, Beyond Lemuria, you know. So I love it, I like it, and I do want to use it more often, but hey, guess we need to change things up. Surrender. Beautiful, right? Beautiful colors also. Lots of blue. Throat chakra. Oh, throat chakra has also express your truth. So some of them has little what the card means. I do think when it's the chakra evolution, heart chakra, yes, I do think when it's the chakra, then you will have also unfurling back to love. Then you have other meanings of the cards. Earth star chakra in initiation. Beautiful cards, right? As you know, I will look at the cards and then put it back, and then when the cards fall, I will like fall in love once again with the cards until I've shuffled them once again. Like now, I'll be like, wow, beautiful cards. Stepping through. Beautiful, right? Yeah, I need to use you more often. Fire, solar sublime. Oh, yes. So this is the Beyond Lemuria. So now we have a well-known one, the Earth Magic Oracle by Stephen D. Farmer. This is the back, and it's not in reversible, but you can use it reversal. No edges, has a little sheen with it. I like this deck. I love it. It gives me the energy as the card is saying, Earth Magic. It gives me the same as the Shaman Oracle kind of energy. So I like to use this one also. You have seen it on my channel often. It's giving me the same vibe as the Energy Oracle, but it's not the same, but it's giving me kind of like the same. And like the iceberg submerge, you might think, oh, it's easy. Iceberg submerge, it doesn't give you a lot. But last time that I was reading with this one, I got Titanic. Like, then I got the image of Titanic. Like the iceberg always show you a piece of it, and you beneath it all, you know. So in that kind of a way, it can go deep, y'all. Fog, veiled, you know. There is something that it needs to be clear right now, isn't clear to you. Stone people talks about the people that has walked the earth before you, your ancestors and stuff. This is beautiful. I like whales. I love whales. I'm in love with whales. I like elephants and whales, and I love it. Back to it. It's beautiful, right? It is. I really if I can like just touch one in the wild, like, you know, sometimes because I look at videos that they will swim next to the boat, and I see people like really, I want to do that too. Just touch them. Just like, oh, you know, they are very friendly. Back to you. Like this card, Winter Solstice. I had a reading where only like the iceberg and this kind of a card, like it gives me like, oh, something is stuck, something is frozen. It's not the time to plant, or it's not the time to move forward. You need to wait, like be in hybrid or something, you know. So they are kind of a deep. You just have to use your intuition with this one, but they are deep, y'all. They are very deep. I love it. It's an oldie but a goodie, you know. If it is those decks that you will grabs and be like, oh, you know, I need it, but don't need it. But if I need it, it's there. The Energy Oracle is the same thing. With the Energy Oracle is those deck that I got my first Oracle deck situation, and I use it often. But this gives me that kind of energy of the Energy Oracle. But yeah, this is a great Oracle. I do think, let me know if you already have this one or if you find it fun or not, because I do think lots of you might already have this one, because it's, as I said, it's an oldie but a goodie. So for this one, we have the Goddess and the Gods and Guardian Oracle by Sophia Bashfoot and artwork by Hilary Wilson. This is the back, and it's not reversible, and you know it's white edges. You might have seen this one often on my reading when I do ancestors reading and stuff. This is how the guidebook looks like. So they will talk about the god or the goddesses and the guardians. So you have lots of information about the person that they are talking about and what you can use. It's very beautiful. Now, I love this deck. It's soft. This one came out in 2022, I believe. It's a new one. It's a new one. Yes. I was looking, I have other cards of gods and guardians. Let me see. African Goddess Rising and Angels and Ancestors Oracle. You know, I do believe if you look at my other tarot decks that I have. I will link them all down below. The one of the year 2021, I have ordered those, the African and the ancestors, because I was looking at, I wanted to have them kind of a collective and kind of a in their own elements, you know, like this one, Amaterasu, like her background, you know, everything, the same ethnicity kind of a situation. Or this one is from Australian, I believe, Leah. Don't quote me on it. But the reason why I say that, because for all my oracles, when it comes to ancestors and goddesses, I'm sorry, I had to take a sip. So yeah, for all my ancestors and oracles, I want to see their background, their story, and where they truly come from, and that they really kind of like give the same energy instead of making it more beautiful. Isn't she beautiful, Aphrodite? Isn't she beautiful? Like the whole figure, I'm in love with it. Like luscious, like it's not skinny, like it's really like thickum and in form, like yes, queen, yes. It's giving me a family member of mine, his girlfriend looks like this. It's giving me that kind of energy. Beautiful. Because back in the days, I don't think they were this skinny. They weren't skinny. So this is beautiful body, y'all. I like it. I love it. So now, skinny body, thick body, thin body, beautiful body. As long as you are happy in your body, I like and love it. Kind of a situation. So I saw a few others. This is a beautiful story of Inanna. So I saw lots of other people do also god and goddesses kind of oracles, and it wasn't for me. No. So the ones that I have, the 3 oracle cards when it comes to ancestors and stuff, I feel more connected with, and I can respect more because they do not look like a person that they are not, kind of a situation, you know. So yeah, and I love it that these has also male figure in it and not only female, because yeah, I mean, it's both. Hakate, like I love it, I really love it. I love this deck. It's beautiful and it's soft and matte. Mermaid of Lemuria. So, have you seen this deck? Raw. Have you seen this deck? Do you know about this deck? What do you think about this deck? Do you like the fact that they have like a Mother Mary? Like, we can talk about Mother Mary, isn't Mother Mary, but this is how you guys have pictured her. but let me tell you, I like this one. Apollo. Apollo looks like he has done the Korean skincare routine. Face is glowing. Face is beat like hello. Skincare routine, please, Apollo. Apollo looks like I will take you and your man. Listen, Apollo be like, I'm that bitch. I'm the only one. Like, yes, Apollo, yes. I cannot, every time I see this card, I cannot take it serious. I cannot take it serious because I be like seeing all my gay friends and I be like, that ain't good, y'all. So every time I see it, like divine message, I be like, yes, bring that skincare, Apollo. I don't know, but it's fun. So yeah, this is the Goddess and Goddesses and Guardians Oracle. Let me know if you know about this oracle, if you have seen it before, and if you be like, yes, you were looking If you are looking for a god and goddesses and guardians oracle, which one do you feel drawn to? And do you prefer ones like this, or don't even mind? You be like, I don't even mind, just as long like different background, everything. I love it. I love it. Like, I really love it. Like, or do you be like, no, I want mine to have certain things in it, you know? So let me know. Let me know. Ooh, Ashun, Ashe, sweet success. So yeah, let me know. Oh, this is the Green Witch Oracle by Sherlyn Darcy. This is how it looks like. The back is reversible, no edges, just white. This one also came out in the year 2022. They kind of are a little bit glossy, but not that much. I like it. I love it. I have used it often. There was a time everybody was using it. I do feel like it's more kind of a summer, spring energy, because after the summer I didn't use this one as much. For me, it gives me that energy. But now that I grab it, there is a herbal deck that I have put that I'll be like, okay, that's next will be that. But I do think because I was in the autumn and winter season, I was in the autumn season that I saw it, I was like feeling drawn to it, because that's the thing you need to look out for also. Lots of times certain decks is for certain season. So I have a thing that in the springtime and in the autumn time I will buy decks. Like, I'll be like suddenly buying decks and then it's done. And it's a period that I'll be like, oh, season changing. So it's like the autumn or the springtime. I don't know why. I do think it's like, I don't know why. Don't ask me. Yeah, so with these cards you have the sign, and then also some symbols, and then trust, and then what the meaning is of the plant, like basil. So yeah, it is intuitive. You can use it. I love it to use it. It's easy to use. You can go by the flower or the colors, or you can go by the signs in that kind of way. Tranquility. Then you have Pisces and a candle. I don't know a lot about the meaning of the plant, the herbal meaning of the plant, so I cannot go in on what the plant is meaning, but it gives you enough to work with, so it doesn't affect the fact that you don't know nothing about the plant or the herbal kind of a situation. So it is easy to use. So in that way, you can use it even if you don't have knowledge and wisdom about the plants and stuff. Now, you can kind of read about it in the book. And you have also spell work that you can use. But I have read about you don't have, it's weird. Some stuff is weird. They have explained it weird. I'll be like, weird for me, honey. You know why I say it's weird? Because I be like, no, it's not what I'm seeing. I don't get it, honey. What is this? Like lemon. The oracle meaning, that how they see it, I can understand it. And cultivation. Lemon trees can be grown in most areas, but you will need to ensure, oh, this is how you work with it, I believe. Honey, you know how it goes. She didn't read the book, okay? She didn't. So, we have cleansing lemon. You can use, kijk, you see, that was Dutch, kijk, but hey, back to English. I know about lemons, how to use lemons for magic work. And not only that, if you don't know, it is also in the book. You can use what they have written in the book, So, yeah, in that type of way, it's a great thing. Then you can talk about it, kind of a situation in the reading. Like if I see broccoli, I just think of a dish from a Holland kind of a dish. Tastes nothing. Like, I only think of how here in the Netherlands, they will put some cheese sauce onto it and be like, bibbidi babbidi boom. That's what we're eating today. With some potato and sauce, like sauce and a meat kind of a situation. I'll be like, no, honey, that ain't it. That ain't it. Oh, and you know what? The next day at school, okay, listen, it's a little bit TMI, but at school, when people then leave a little bit of air, not from the mouth, but from the back, this isn't it, y'all. You can smell that they had or cauliflower or broccoli. Like, is this broccoli? Yeah, broccoli. Because in Dutch they say broccoli and bloemkool. But cauliflower and broccoli, you can smell when their mama did some on that dish yesterday. Child, no. Like, no. But it's delicious. I did it. You can eat it. It's delicious. Not. You can eat. It's delicious. This reminds me of the Netherlands. You know, when springtime's hit, because these flowers will bloom first in the Netherlands. I like it. So yeah. So in that way, this is a beautiful card. This card, for example, this flower, the chrysanthemum, reminds me of the Death card in tarot. And not only that, you have Scorpio. Scorpio has the Death card in tarot, and it reminds me of how the Death card walks in. So then I match it with that, and I'll be like, yes, I already know. And then vitamin C, y'all, vitamin C. So it's easy to use. So that's the Green Witch Oracle. You'll be like, Noraima, now I'm gonna smell everybody's broccoli situation is. You know what smell I mean. You know, you can smell it. I mean, child, no. But yeah, let's go for the next one. Okay, we are going faster now, okay? This is the back of the animal spirit. It's white edges. This is by Kim Krans. Krans, definitely speaking it like Dutch. Beautiful. It's like foiled, beautiful box. Beautiful. It's the creator of the one that I said, like this deck, but this one is pocket size. So now, love this. I really do. There is a book somewhere. I'm not gonna grab it. That book is the only book I have read. And I'll be like, I read it like this. But because you thought I don't like to read. I do like to read, okay? So that book, I read it in one day and I was done with it. I was like, yes, I understand it. But I don't know why, but that book drew me in to read it, because she explains it differently and stuff. But I love it. Like, because you will see elk. Like, this reminds me of the Emperor also in her deck. But this is the father figure she writes in the book, the father kind of energy, So yeah, this is the only book that I'll be like, yes, I have read it. But not only that, you will also use your own intuition on the animals, because I have read it, but I have not printed it as it. That is how I will read my readings. No, I will continue using my intuition, of course, but I was happy that the book was easy to read and not easy to read, but more as in they do not make it boring. It was interesting. It was different perspective. It wasn't, honey, read a book, Phoenix. Like, for example, the Phoenix. In the book, she talks about the phoenix goes from the first chakra to the second chakra to the third chakra. You see, I like those kind of a reading. You have to go deep with me, not simple, you know. So then she explains how and stuff. Like certain things, I'll be like, yes, give me more of that. You know, things that I'll be like, interesting. Huh. I never seen it like that. You know, I like that. I like that. And this stingray, I don't know, but stingray always remind me of a famous person that was stung by a stingray and died. I don't know, but it's a famous one. This reminds me of Saraswati, the swan, you know. But yeah, this is the animal spirit. Beautiful deck, very deep. Love to use it because it's very lots of information. Love seeing this one, the vulture. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say. These are kind of a small cards, but it's okay. It's okay. It's shuffle well. It's shuffle well. I'm not afraid for these cards. You know, some cards you are afraid of if you don't, like, for example, like if you don't know the meaning of an animal and you get this horse, then you should read the book, kind of a situation that it will help you out. But I don't know, but the animal, I like looking at Animal Planet also, so I do think that is why. I'm weird like that, okay? So let me know, how many animal decks do you have? Do you guys have animal decks? Do you have animal tarot deck? Do I have animal tarot deck? I do not have animal tarot deck. I do, right? I just show you. I do have animals on my tarot deck. Yes, I do. I do. I also have the white. So, child, I have spoiled people problems. So yeah, yes, I need to declutter to know my ish. So let's take a look. Let's go for the next one. Are you guys yet still with me? Let me know if you are yet still with me, because this is a long read. I'm going in now on 3 hours and 20 minutes without editing. So you might have you might have grabbed a coffee, something to drink. You might have go and came back. I love you for that. Let me know. Put down a green emojis. Doesn't matter which one. Green emoji. That will let me know you are yet still with me, and I love you for that. You have now we are going for the Madame Endora fortune cards. Oh, funny. The back. So this one, you have seen it often. I love to use this deck. It's simple, it's deep, it's great, it has different meaning, different things. It reminds me of the tea leaves, but a little bit lesser, you know. So I often use this one with the moon reading also. So yeah, different keywords. Now for the book, it's kind of like thin, you know, but it gives you enough information to work with. So it's really thin. So let's see, like this is like the treasury, and then what the cards, like for example, if you have the dagger, then this is then what the dagger means. So they don't give you a lot, but you can get more. Like the dagger is a symbol of danger, conflict, adversity, less and physical harm. Be on your guard, be aware of backstabbers. I mean, it's enough for you to work with if you don't know the meaning of the cards. And not only that, like on the cards itself, they have keywords, the keywords up here, and then underneath you will have a sentence that can help you out with what you need to know, kind of a situation. I like seeing the golem. A close friend acts on your behalf. So yeah, so this one is an oldie but a goodie. The cardstock is pretty thin. But it's shuffle. I love to shuffle with it. So yeah. Yeah, that's it actually about the Madame Fortune cards. I like using this one. As I already said, you will see this one so often on my channel because, as I said, I like using them. Now let me show you another one that I like to use, that I purchased also this year, and that is the Fin de Cecil Kipper. This is the book. This is the meanings. You can have the meaning of the cards and picture and stuff. So this is how the cards look like. This is the back. It's not reversible, but I don't even read reversal. So this one you also see a lot on my channel because I like using them. It's yeah, the Kipper, you know, so those kind of cards. I don't know how to because the Kipper you will read different, right? There are different rules. I don't know. Is there different rules for Kipper, how to read them? Because I use it as an oracle / tarot. I do know that if you put it like so, for example, oh, lovely cards. That like for me it's like now, before, after. There is a strategic thing that they do with the Kipper. I don't know how that works, but that is what it's giving me. But I look at it, and of course, if it's like this, I will, if I feel drawn to go like this with it, I know that like, oh, you will receive something, and or a person of privilege. Like, I don't know, but I don't know how Kipper works when it comes to the, is there a specific way to read Kipper cards? You know, Kipper cards? I don't know. But there is, because in the book, I do see that sometimes they'll be like, if you get the S1 or N, I'll be like, S what? Honey, book aside. Never mind, kind of a situation. But maybe I need to invest more in it if I want to use it in a Kipper situation. But the way I'm using it right now, I love it. I like it. It's working for me. So if you are just like me and you be like, I want to purchase those cards, but I do not know how to read Kipper, use them as an oracle, honey. Use it as an oracle. You don't, when the time is right and you want to invest in the learning of it, you then already have your cards, you know. But if you be like, I do like the cards, but if there is a certain way you have to read it and I don't know it, you know, use it as oracle, because that's how I use it also. And together with the other cards that I use, this deck worked perfectly. I love it. So yeah, and lots of time they go beautifully in synchronicity with the message that I get on the reading. So let's go for the next one. So for this one we have When My Soul Whispered Oracle by Melissa Silvaggio and artwork by Jess O'Connor. This is the back and you can use them as reversible. The book is thickum and little and cute and has lots of information. Also chakras goes with it, chakra, you know. So this book, if I want to read it, I can read it. I love it. It's lots of information. I like that. So simple, clear, with just a little keyword. Love it. This one also you guys have seen a lot in the summertime. In the summertime, I have used them a lot. So yeah, I yet still love it. Yet still would use it. It's not that I do not use it, but right now I do think because it's kind of a cold and the cards are white, it's giving me a cold energy. So I'll be like, no, I want some warmness. You notice it when I have my brown, because I have a white table and a brown table. When I have the brown table, that means let me bring some warmness into this situation. I often have brown in the autumn and winter and white in the spring and summer. So yeah, that's how I flip my table then. So, and these cards are white, and I can use it beautifully on the brown, and it doesn't matter, I can use it, but I have to have cards that are more in a warm energy, and I have to also feel drawn to use this card, because if the cards be like, no, I don't want to do this reading with you, then I'll be like, honey, then I will not pick you, you will not be picked, you know. So yeah, because that is how I do my readings. I always look at which card is pulling me to work with, you know. So yeah, these are the When My Soul Whisper Oracle. Love it. Oh, also, look at these edges, y'all. Golden. And you know, I have used it a lot, but they are yet still so beautifully intact. I mean, I wish some of my other cards would. Like the one that I was reading about, the Lubanko Tarot. I find it, oh, that one hurt my heart, y'all. When I was using them, I saw just how the cards start to peel. I didn't say that, right? But yeah, the Lubanko Tarot, the edges hurt my heart, y'all. For the price that I paid for it, it hurt my heart. They really peeled off. You can see it also when I show you the deck. Now for these, I will go fast and quick. These are just little kind of cards. I often use them. Let me put on the light. So yeah, these are the kind of little messages you have. It looks like this. I often end my readings with a little words kind of a situation. Yeah, these are the same. I do believe this is, yeah, Jessica, and this is Nadia Turner, and this is Priestess Moon. These are the creators, so these are the same creator, these two, and often you will see the same words into it, but different meaning kind of a situation, different, she will then write different things beneath kind of a situation. But often, every time if I work with this at the end, they really, with these two, they really match the reading. So I really like it. I really love it. And then for this one, I often use this one as magical fairy message from a fae or the mystical creatures on earth kind of a situation. And that works also beautiful. Like, I don't know, but I really like it. I really like it. And often it doesn't make sense until you finally think about it. Be like, oh, that's what it means. Like the Green Man, embrace the wildness, you know. And you just had a reading, and it's like, oh, okay. And it's, I don't know how to explain it. This one is really mystical, very mystical kind of energy. And then we have this one. For this one, I often use it as the magic or the thing that your guides, your spiritual team give you that you can work with to create magic. So that is how I often use this. And I often use this one also for my personal self and be like, okay, let me know what's happening. What do I have? What do I get kind of a situation. These are the making magic oracles. For the next one, these are kind of indie decks, indie oracle. This one is by the Crush of Love Oracle. This is the back. It's not reversible, white edges, and you have seen this one often because I have used them often. For love reading also, together with the one that I showed you is also Love Oracle. So yeah, this is the deck. I really love it. It's kind of a linen texture. You can see it also in the light, kind of a linen texture. So yeah, this one is from Europe, I believe. Spain or France? France, because you can order it or in French or in English. And I did it in English because, hey, as I already said, I don't know French. Omelette du fromage, that's the only thing. Omelette du fromage, like tout moi. So yeah, I love this deck. I love using it. The creator is also a very nice person. So yeah, déjà vu, that's French. But this is how the cards looks like. Have you seen this deck on my channel and what do you think of it? Like, yeah, would you like to order it? You can find it on Etsy. Now for the other one, this one, I just stumble upon it, and this one may not interest all of you guys. Only some that is learning Vedic astrology, because this is kind of the Navamsha cards that you can use, you know, all the where the signs are and stuff, in that kind of a way. So if you are a Vedic astrology student and you want just a kind of a cheat sheet, it's a great thing to have, you know. When I do the moon reading often, I know, example, if the moon is in Ardra Nakshatra, meaning it's then in the Gemini sign, then I will use it and I'll be like, oh yes, because I have studied Vedic astrology, I then know what the Ardra Nakshatra means, and it's like simple to kind of like reconnect, like, oh yes, that's what it meant, right? So then you can understand the energy of the moon also. So that being said, this is then the last one that I have for you guys, y'all. That's all. That's all, folks. Yes, I believe, yes, that's all. So it was fun. We are in for 3 hours and 47 minutes, and it's dark where I'm at, and I do hope you guys can see yet. Let me know if you are still with me. Put, as I already said, a green emoji, a green heart, or for you guys, put a green and a brown heart, because we are totally in the green and the brown energy. So put those up. That will let me know that you are yet still with me, and I'm thankful that you are, and I will see you in another video of mine or in another pile. Let me know which deck did you find like wow. Communicate with me what story really was interesting for you. What was your experience with your decks and with your purchase of 2022? Let me know. I'm very curious. What kind of a deck did you order? Or what kind of a deck did you order that you'll be like, oh, Noraima, watch that one. Because the way you explain the decks that you like, you would be finding those decks pretty interesting. Let me know down below, okay, my love? Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in another reading of mine. Bye bye.